I met a gypsy.
You can just live through your ego.
Yeah.
Constantly. And some people never question it. Some people never check
because
it.
they don't sit down and understand who they are as a person.
Yeah, and
You're too busy doing shit.
Society isn't exactly like promoting it either.
We're teaching the opposite.
Yes.
You know, no offense to influencers and YouTubers and stuff, but it's like, I don't need a job. I'm just going to be a YouTuber. And I'm like, and then what? You know, I'm just going to get an OnlyFans. And then what?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know until I had to have it to know. I had to I had to have
everything.
Yeah, like I made Ellis. I sold out the Hard Rock. People got tattoos on my face. There's babies named Ellis. I'm a millionaire. I'm not happy. I went back to my room with an elevator in it in a bowling alley. I'm not happy. And I was like, okay. I figured by now I have everything. So I didn't have a Lamborghini yet. I was like, that's interesting. Like that. So you want more is what your problem is. You need more shit. And then I realized that I wasn't happy. And now like things are not financially that great for me, but I've never been happier because like I love what I do. I love the people around me. I know I'm a good person. I know you can count on me. I don't cheat. I've always been a cheater my whole life. I have no interest. It's just like the weed and it's not a. It's like some chicks like, hey, and I'm like, oh man, no, I'm seeing somebody. It's that's really nice of you. You got to be fucking joking me. Like, no way. I don't even know who you are. That's inappropriate. That's a word that I've never said. And I've been saying it for like the last year where I go, that would be inappropriate. Like even when I made my amends to my ex the other day, she said, who are you? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I don't know this person. And I was like, yeah, because
he didn't exist.
He didn't
when I was
exist.
hanging around you.
You know, like when people, some girls asked me to take a photo with them after a show, and they were like, can we take my boobs out? And now, because usually they'd be like, well, yeah, cool. I'm not going to hook up with you.
Yeah.
It's just a titty, big deal.
Yeah.
Now, that would be inappropriate. And I would say that's inappropriate. No harm. I don't mean to offend, but that's inappropriate for me. I'm seeing somebody, and I don't think that would be right. And I also know, because this is the other thing that I would have thought, if I tell you that, you're not going to like me anymore. And I don't want you to not like me. So I'll say yes anyway.
Yeah.
Now I know that if I say, hey, that's inappropriate, I don't want you to do that, I know they're not going to be like, oh, Ellis sucks. Like, they'll be like, yeah, okay, my bad. I didn't mean to ask you for that.
Yeah.
No harm, no foul. And even if they do, like, oh, what kind of a prude are you? I'm like, okay, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I can take that too. But these things have never existed in my brain, dude. They've always just been like, hell yeah, pull them out. Like,
show me
let me grab them, you know?
The one word that you do therapy, obviously?
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and my wife, we got married. We're doing couples therapy just from fucking day one, right? Let's just keep it on the fucking tracks, you know? And it's honestly,
that's a good idea.
Dude, it's the best. Yeah. We call her our fairy godmother. She's she's fucking awesome. And sometimes like this, we hadn't spoke to her in like a few weeks with like travel and all that sort of shit. So it was just like literally a catch up. We're like, no, we don't really have anything for you. Yeah. You know, like it's funny. She's like, she carried on like properly a couple of weeks ago, and I just basically was like, hey, this is the deal. You do your thing. I'm going to work. Like, I'm actually just not doing this. And then she fully just brings it up in our little therapy. She's like, well, there was this thing, but I was basically just being an idiot. And then it's like, cool, done. Like, we can do our own, you know, like you kind of can get to a level where it's like, you just do your own thing. But one of the things that came out of it that was like, never come out of my mouth, never knew it existed, thought it was the lamest shit ever, boundaries.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's my biggest one.
Oh, boundary. I thought that was the most ridiculous word of all time. Yeah. Thought you're a fucking muppet.
I'm so glad you said that, because that is for sure my biggest one. I grew up, thanks to therapy, with zero boundaries.
Yeah, same.
My father slept with the same people I slept with.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't go that far.
Yeah, no, everything you've ever... I don't know anybody that has a worse story about stuff where they go, this happened to me, and I go, yeah, me too. And except it happened 4 times with 4 different people. And they're like, dude, that's really bad. I'm like, yeah, I know, it seems like that, whenever I compare these stories. It's unfortunate, but it does. And the ego competitor in me is like, I'm for sure worse than you. I've got the most damage. Yeah. Everybody did it to me. You know, it's just like, dude, seriously, that's not a contest you want to win.
Yeah.
But the boundary thing where it's like, I let people say and do things that it's only this year have I gone, hey, I'd rather you didn't talk like that. Like for instance, I got a porn friend. I'm teaching her boxing. I've never hooked up with her. She's a friend. She's no longer in that stuff, but she wants to learn boxing. And I was like, yeah, I'll teach you boxing. So every Monday I hold mitts. I teach her how to box, teach her about diet and fitness. I'm giving back. I'm helping people.
Yeah.
I've got a pool. And afterwards she's like, can I swim in the pool? I'm like, yeah, of course you can. Takes all her clothes off and gets in the pool. So after 3 times of this, I said to her, and it was so hard because of how I am, I go, hey, you know, like the pool thing is cool, but like I feel like it's not appropriate for you to be naked in the backyard with me. She goes, oh, like I had no idea.
Yeah, you should have said something.
You should have said something. Yeah. I have no problem with that. I'm like, I hope I didn't offend. She's like, offend? Not at all. And I was like, but it's like these are my old habits. I feel I'm so untrained in boundaries that I thought about it for weeks.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll say it now. And I'm like, oh man, I don't want to bum her out. She's a nice person. I know she's not hitting on me. Yeah. She's just used to being like that.
She's just naked all the time.
I'm like, how, you know, like it's not, I don't know. And she was like, done deal. I'll bring a bathing suit. I was like, okay. And I was like, dude, why don't you just say that to people? You idiot.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.